Biri bare, bare. Bare. Bora bakayım. Bara gidiyor. Bara. Bara. Gel buraya, gel buraya.
Nestled in these mountains, at an altitude of over 3,000 meters, is a village cut off from the world. Here live 300 miners in search of a precious stone, emerald. For 20 years, these stones fueled war. Today, they adorn the finest jewelry in the world. Afghanistan is a geological miracle. The subsoil is replete with gold, iron, copper, coal, rare metals and precious stones. A miracle which could generate 1,000 billion euros and lift the Afghan people out of poverty. So how are these emeralds exploited? And why don't they generate more income for a country that has been on an international drip for more than 10 years? Raphael is 38. He's been in Kabul since 2008, when he first arrived. The Frenchman trained Afghan security forces before venturing into the emerald trade on behalf of European jewelers.
L'émeraude afghane est reconnue comme étant la plus belle en termes de qualité. Une des plus cristallisées, les plus pures. Le problème, c'est vu l'extraction, voilà, ça donne ça, quoi. Ça donne des pierres qui sont complètement éclatées, quoi. Là, on a une couleur qui est pas trop mal, un cristal qui est assez pur quasiment, mais c'est tout petit, quoi. C'est intéressant si on trouve du 5 carats comme ça, quoi.
This evening, Raphael has an appointment with a seller. The man has arrived from Panjshir with 500 grams of emeralds. These appointments take place in private. Raphael collaborates with Habib, his Afghan partner.
Quand vous démarrez un projet comme ça, tout le monde va vous dire non mais t'es fou, c'est pas un métier super facile. Je pense que c'est bien d'avoir une expérience du pays, de la culture, des gens, comment ils fonctionnent, et je pense que c'est mieux. C'est toujours un plus, quoi. In terms of quality, if he's able to find this, then we can see a future together.
Dull, cracked and too small. Raphael knows these stones won't find a buyer in the exacting European market. To get his hands on the most exceptional stones, Raphael decides to go direct to the mines of Panjshir. But to do this, he needs permission, and it is from a relation of General Massoud that he must obtain it.
I open a big project with the stone, with the emerald. I want to develop, by the way, also the economic here, and with the Europe market. So we have a lot of requests also for Europe because the emerald from Afghanistan is the best in the world, the best quality. And
so anything you like, you want us to do, support the people who are here in the foundation so they can help you. So we're here to help.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Valuable assistance for Raphael. Here, whole regions remain under the control of tribes, families and warlords. Raphael checks his kit and takes one additional measure. For him, it's a matter of getting out of Kabul any way he can.
C'est un peu plus discret en fait pour se déplacer, comme on a 2-3 heures de route, en tenue locale qu'en tenue d'étrangers, enfin étrangers, d'expatriés, quoi. On passe un peu plus inaperçu, normalement.
No armed escort, an unmarked car. For this specialist in close combat, you can't beat discretion. Over the 150 kilometers between Kabul and Panjshir, abductions are common. For the Taliban, a foreigner is worth their weight in gold.
Please.
Thanks to the foundation, Raphael is able to enter the province. Last stop before the mines, the village of Kenj. Here, little has changed since the days of General Massoud. In this destitute market town, the population still lives off the emerald trade. It is from here that the caravans set off on their way to the mines. Raphael relies on this mine owner to get him to the mine. Equipment and supplies are transported along this path. Everything that enables the miners to sustain the long months in the mountains. The ascent is long and perilous. It will take over 4 hours to reach the mines on foot. The Frenchman finally reaches the miners' camp at 3,000 meters above sea level. He is received by the owners, men from 4 Panjshiri families who reign over the emerald business. These miners live far from their families in difficult conditions. The majority are farmers from the valley. They have 6 months before winter to unearth an emerald that will change their fortunes.
Go to this mine. Because actually the emerald is now coming out. So they can take it. Okay, let's go.
Every day, this thirst for emeralds drives the miners to dig the tunnels deeper, up to 100 meters long, without any reinforcement. Danger is ever present, but they don't have a choice. It is at these depths that the stones are hidden.
Ça, c'est les veines en fait qui leur indiquent qu'il y a de l'émeraude en fait, cette pierre là. C'est toute cette particularité comme ça qu'on reconnaît. Je connais pas le nom exact. Et c'est de l'oxyde aussi, comme du fer. Ils me disent que c'est là qu'il y a l'émeraude en fait.
The miners maintain they're at the beginning of the operation. The mountain is bursting with emeralds, but the extraction techniques are so archaic, progress is slow. Hamid has been part of this group for 2 years. He earns €75 a month and shares this tent with 15 other miners. Those who take the greatest risks are the pyrotechnists. They fashion the explosives themselves, using powder salvaged from ammunition. The government has banned them from using dynamite, at the risk of the Taliban producing bombs.
Bambas پر کردیم دایجا بامبا پر کردیم پاتوقی را قطی پالتا شوندیم دو داخل دیگه اثرش یک ذره گل میمونیم دیگه با در میتیم میریم خلاص. سخت است این کمر بسیار سخت است گیر نکنیم امکان نداره. برو بخیر برو دیگه برو تیز برو
Using this method of extraction, accidents are frequent, and the nearest clinic is more than 4 hours away on foot. The explosives also damage the stones. An estimated 75% of the emerald's value is lost in the blast. These emeralds being passed around are the fruits of the last week's extraction.
C'est bien avec la lumière là.
If the Afghan emerald is to compete with those from Colombia and Brazil, Raphael suggests they need clearer stones for the European market.
Des pièces millimétrées. Donc ça c'est ce qu'on a vu cet après-midi qui était de super belle couleur là, très petite, ça donne ça taillé quoi, en forme, en grosseur quoi. C'est beau.
Even if he hasn't ultimately found what he was looking for, from now on, Raphael will have special access to the mines. He hopes to be able to return soon with extraction equipment that will protect the emerald and preserve its true value.